The sword and the shield. Why Christians must stop playing defense. For too long, the modern Christian experience in the public square has felt like a perpetual cross examination. We're constantly put on the witness stand, forced to answer for the Crusades, or explain the problem of evil, or defend the historical reliability of the Gospels. We have become experts at the back foot, always reacting, always explaining, and always defending. While giving a defense is a biblical mandate, it's only half the equation. In our effort to be winsome, we have largely abandoned a crucial tool in the Christian arsenal: polemics. It is time to understand the difference between defending the truth and exposing error, and why we need to start doing both. To understand where we have gone wrong, we must define our terms. While they are often used interchangeably, apologetics and polemics are two distinct mindsets. Apologetics comes from the Greek word apologia, meaning a formal defense, often used in a legal context. The scriptural mandate is found in 1 Peter chapter 3. In your hearts, revere Christ as Lord, and always be prepared to give an answer, apologia, to everyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that you have, but do this with gentleness and respect. So apologetics is the shield. It's the rational, protective, and explanatory side. It answers the skeptic's question and removes intellectual barriers to faith. It's defensive by nature. Polemics is a Greek word that comes from polemos, meaning war, actually. If apologetics is defending the castle, polemics is storming the stronghold. It's the active dismantling of false teachings and cultural idols. The scriptural mandate here is found in 2 Corinthians chapter 10. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. So polemics is the sword. It does not just defend the truth, it exposes the incoherence, historical fallacies, and moral failures of opposing worldviews. The modern church excels at the shield, but has largely dropped the sword. Groups like Islam, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses, along with modern atheists, have developed aggressive strategies to keep Christians on the defensive. They will cherry pick Bible verses, question the Trinity, and mock the resurrection. In response, we scramble to write books and record podcasts defending our position. We've allowed the enemies of the gospel to frame the debate. We let them ask all the questions while we provide all the answers. We must remember that for over 2,000 years, Christianity has been the anvil that has worn out many hammers. From the early Gnostics and ancient heretics to the new atheists of the 21st century, the gospel has withstood the most intense scrutiny history has to offer, and it has stood strong because it is true. So here's the uncomfortable reality we must face. We have been far too easy on false ideologies. We treat opposing worldviews with a level of deference that they don't extend to us. We hesitate to critique the Quran or the Book of Mormon or the Watchtower Society because we fear being labeled as intolerant. Meanwhile, these groups actively undermine the deity of Christ and the sufficiency of his work. If we put these false ideologies under the same level of scrutiny that Christianity endures daily, they would immediately falter. For example, Muslims claim that the Quran corrects the Bible, yet the Quran's textual history and the life of its founder completely crumble under the same historical method used to test the Gospels. Mormonism asks us to trust Joseph Smith, yet the archaeological and historical record offers zero support for his claims of ancient civilizations in the Americas. And Jehovah's Witnesses claim to be the sole channel of God's truth, yet their history is littered with false prophecies and constantly changing doctrines. It's not unloving to expose error. It's actually the most loving thing we can do. If a bridge is out, you don't gently whisper to the driver, you wave your arms and you warn them of the danger. It's time to stop apologizing for our faith and start scrutinizing the alternatives. We must move from the back foot to the front foot. We must be willing to ask the hard questions of those who attack the cross. In the coming weeks, I'll be releasing a series of posts specifically designed to turn the scrutiny onto these competing worldviews. We'll look at the clear, undeniable issues with these ideologies that seek to displace Christ. The shield is up, and it's past time to pick up the sword.